I don't know how to say this. I want to say I'm disappointed in myself, but I know I'm not. Hey you, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jules. I do videos every week on fashion, style, and shopping. So if you like that sort of thing, then make sure to subscribe. You'll really love it here. Today's haul, anti-haul video is from H&M. I love H&M. I'm loving them even more. I found it really hard to find some anti-haul things, but I found some, but I love everything that I got in my haul. So the first thing I want to talk about is actually the bodysuit that I'm wearing. So I'm going to take off my jacket and you are not going to judge me too harshly for my very patchy self-tanner that is going on right now. So honestly, I really love this bodysuit. It comes in a few other colors. It's just this nice ribbed, thick strapped tank top, and it's going to look really good with anything you wear it with. Just so you know, the buttons are fake, so if you wanted to unbutton them, you technically cannot. I'm just loving like the sunset color scheme right now, like the blushes, the dark pinks, the oranges, the rusts, and I really like this. I did size up. I'm normally a size small, but I'm liking lately sizing up for bodysuits because they just suck you in so much. And if you have any kind of curves, it just doesn't make them look the greatest. And so I really like how this is sort of floating away really nicely. Okay, so I'm technically putting back on an H&M blazer, so I think that's fine for this video. I wonder if you can still buy this. If it is, I'll link it down below. Now for the anti-haul piece, I wanted to show these high-rise shorts. Now, I have a short torso. I don't need to say that all the time, but I find that I'm saying it more and more since so many of you are liking my short torso series. But high-rise is really hard for a short torso person to pull off. It's not impossible, and we will talk about that. Like for example, the jeans that I'm technically wearing for a lot of this video are high-rise, but I pull them down, and because my legs are long, you can't really tell that there's inches missing. The reason that this high-rise short is not going to work is because of the paper bag top. It takes that high-rise and it just adds that extra layer, and it's also frilly. It is not highlighting me in the best spot possible. So this doesn't necessarily mean that it's a bad piece. I think on the right body type, it's a fantastic piece. If you have a long torso, this is perfect. But it's one of those pieces that no matter how cute it is, I know that even if I pull that down, I don't think I'm going to be able to pull that off just because of that extra ruffle on the top. Okay, so it was kind of a teaser, but this is one of the other pieces that I bought. I bought more than two. This is an oversized denim jacket, and you know what? I'm actually gonna put it back on. I can't decide what I want to wear for this video. Anyway, oversized denim jackets are nothing new. In fact, they're very much a throwback to the 80s. But what I really like about this one is that it's thin. Now, it's not so thin that it feels like a chambray top. It is definitely like a step up from a chambray top, but it is not so like stiff like a normal denim jacket. Like it's so much more flexible than that one. It has very, very, very tiny distressing, like right here. I think I saw one back here, but it's really, really not noticeable. I really wanted a little bit more, but it was more important for me to have that right oversized, relaxed fit rather than the distressing. And when I saw this one, it's like, yeah, that one is gonna be what I'm looking for. Now, wearing it just like this can sometimes work, but I'm really liking it for summer if it's like slightly off the shoulder, slightly back. Oh, here's some more distressing. I also really like it with t-shirt dresses. I think it's just something that can take a t-shirt dress and add a layer of like trend to it to make it look really like thoughtful when it's still just a t-shirt dress. Now, I am technically on the record for saying this is actually a cute trend, but this piece is just like, ugh. This bandeau top. Now, the bandeau with a high waist and like a blazer on top, like the bralette trend, really cute, really on trend. Not something I'm ever gonna do, but it's really cute and I can appreciate it, and I can appreciate anyone else who wants to wear it, like you rock it. But my problem is this is $2.99. Do you wanna know what else you can get for $2.99? Fabric headbands. This to me is literally like the same price and probably quality of a fabric headband. So if you have one that goes on your head that may be too big, you know, maybe stick it here because it's probably gonna offer the same support and about the same amount of fabric. Okay, that was a joke. But in all honesty, I just can't believe that this is $2.99 and that it actually does a sufficient job of covering these up. Because honestly, that's gonna take some serious nipple covers. But if you are larger chested, these are probably not gonna work for you. I don't know how to say this. I want to say I'm disappointed in myself, but I know I'm not. I got a belt bag, and I always said I was never gonna get one because they're just glorified fanny packs, and I've thrown so much shade on trends that were really bad and that are now like okay. But I was actually watching Ashley from Best Dressed video yesterday, and she hit the nail on the head. Sometimes you see a trend you hate so much so many times that you begin to actually like it. I knew for this guilty pleasure that I was going to have two qualities to this belt bag. One, it needed to be a brown, beige, or white. And the other thing it had to have was a chain. This is actually a trend I'm seeing a lot right now. Like, I'm always talking about how like gold chain link necklaces are so in. Well, that same trend applies to like bracelets and also bags. So I'm seeing this a lot on like luxury handbags, but we're not getting any of those for a while. It's very functional. Like, I won't diss that. Like, I love a functional trend. Okay, so next we're gonna talk about another trend that I'm just still like, what is going on? Okay, clearly the 90s are here. For me, the 90s was a very awkward stage of my life. I didn't like anything about 90s fashion. But now that we're, 20 years removed, I'm starting to appreciate it. But this one is just, it's too much, and it's a little bit early 2000s too. And it is this cardigan. This, like, am I the only one who's like having serious Gilmore Girl flashbacks? And I love Gilmore Girls, but this is just, it's too much 90s to early 2000s, and it's a little too prim, it's a little too preppy, and I am someone who likes classic, and I can go for a little prep, but this one is just, I just think that the colors that it comes in just still aren't quite hitting the trend on the right note. Like, this color is too like little kiddish, and then in the black you would think it would look edgy, but it's really kind of not. But again, those are just all my own opinions and in good fun. So thank you so much for watching. If you liked this video, please make sure to give it a thumbs up before you go. If you have any requests for hauls, I'd love to hear them. Just drop them in the comments below. But thank you so much again. Make sure to subscribe, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.